Hi, darling.
Hi. Holy macaroni.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I think I can say I'm not actually enjoying watching these episodes. I feel like I need to know what's happening. I'm desperate to know what happens, but the act of watching it is exhausting. It's overstimulating. It's exhilarating. And my heart is racing, and then I'm exhausted.
Watching a horror film, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the kind of rush and thrill that you get from that.
Yeah.
And then when the credits roll, you're just like a shadow of your former self. It's just crazy. I looked at you at one point when we were watching episode 7 and said, I don't even know what this show is.
Yeah.
What's even happening? What even is this? Like, if you think about it, like, what is happening? Some people are just in a building together sort of saying things, but it just feels like the most stressful, gripping thing ever.
Wow. What the hell? What magical Irish power. I said it in a Scottish accent. I said magical in a Scottish accent because I can't even bring myself to do an Irish accent. I'm too lost in watching Blue Lights and always being able to do a Scottish accent, but like my Irish accent is lost because we're only doing Northern Irish and Scottish at the moment, so I can't even pretend to try and do a Rachel. We're only doing that.
What do you mean, on our sofa while we're having pasta
all the time, seeing things like this?
But what were you going to say? What kind of
magic? That was Northern Irish. Sorry. Has Rachel got over all of the other people in this bloody castle?
It is.
It's like she's got special
amazing
witch power that goes and forget.
Yeah. Well, the FBI bloody training that she did must have been very, very good. That must have been a very good FBI person.
But we don't know if it's a very good FBI training because she's a traitor, so she's not even looking for any.
No, but she must have trained in how to conceal her own expressions.
But I don't even think she's being that subtle.
Oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, so let's
go back
with. Okay, so Harriet suddenly, Matt, but I wanted to, surely you want to just jump into Harriet.
Yeah, I just liked it when he said, keep my... Oh, he's not Irish. Oh, he is Irish. Oh. Keep my cloak warm.
Oh, nice.
Nice, you
that
try.
was shameful to your ancestors.
You try.
No, I can't. I actually physically
he
can't.
He actually is Northern Irish, isn't he?
Keep my
cloak.
Cloak. Keep my cloak warm.
Better.
Sorry, Matt.
That was quite a cool move, but his coolness didn't continue through the episode. We'll come back to that.
It was so slay. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's going to be so exciting. He's going to become a traitor. They're going to kill Jesse. I love that the producers were like, you're not going to get away with that one. You're going to get fucked.
It's just so funny how at the end of every episode we're left with this kind of vision of something incredible that's going to happen. Like, that's how we sort of felt with Fiona when she was revealed as the secret traitor, and when she started to go off on Rachel. It was like, what's this going to do to the game?
Yeah.
And then everyone was talking about Matt is going to be the best dark horse. Harriet is going to be the best traitor hunter ever.
Yeah.
Nope. As soon as you go up against Rachel, you're fucked.
It's absolutely bizarre. I'm just thinking about, it's so interesting that Harriet saw what happened when Fiona did what she did.
Yeah.
Fiona was a traitor, and yet she took exactly the same route.
Yeah.
Of suddenly entirely changing her personality, doing something completely different. I understand, I guess maybe she used the crime writer thing as a kind of, the big reveal, which everyone was like, oh yeah, nice one, Harriet, nice one. Everyone really liked it, and I was like, oh, fun. But the fact that she changed her personality so drastically alongside it,
it's so true. Why did you do that?
So risky.
I was sorry. So many things. The crime writer thing. No, don't you say sorry. The crime writer thing. Why did she then announce it to the table? When she said to the traitors all of this shit, like, I'm a crime writer, I'm coming for you, I know it's Rachel. Rachel was scared, and I was like, quite excited about what was going to happen, because I was like, okay, she needs to just kind of like talk to her in a room where lots of other people are and say, did you enjoy sitting inside the church last night, Rachel? Like,
because also Rachel's fucking questions to the traitors that she came up with on the spot, for some reason she hadn't thought about them. They were fucking terrible.
Shit. And also keep the information that you've just told the traitors about your career, keep it to just them in case you can trip them up, in case it comes up at any point. Don't just tell the whole other group what you've just,
because you could be like, I've only told the traitors that actually.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was excited about the momentum that she seemed to have, although she was very wobbly voiced when she was saying it.
Yeah.
But I think the mistake she made was that she was suddenly treating everyone in the room as if they were a traitor, rather than like, guys, my fellow faithful, I'm so excited to tell you what's happening.
And the way she spoke to Roxy, it was like she lost the gameplay, because she said for ages, I'm not going to let anyone know that I'm onto them and I'm going to keep them going. And then she just, went against everyone. And like Roxy, bless her soul, making it about her always. And then that is now coming to bite her on the arse.
Oh my God.
Like, why did she talk to her like that? Like, she could have just been like, I'm trying to show you that it's Rachel. But the whole thing, again, when she got to the round table, she did it in exactly the same way before then. She was like, I'm not going to tell you guys the evidence now. I'm saving my evidence for the round table, and then you guys can decide what you think, which is exactly what Fiona did. And it didn't work for her. So I don't know why she did it as well.
I know. And
because you kind of have to let round tables go the way they're going to go.
Yeah. She needed to plant it before. She needed to start talking to people in the day. And yeah, the Roxy thing, I mean, Roxy was being infuriating at that breakfast table, because she was just responding and reacting to all of the wrong things, and it was just falling in Rachel's favour over and over again, while Rachel was just able to keep a completely cool head, and Roxy was responding to Harriet's emotion and then Roxy's emotion.
I guess, like, I understand why Roxy responded initially in the way that she did, because they had made a group decision that they were going to take it aside, and Harriet did look incredibly suspicious for saying, actually, I'm going to tell you all now.
And she said, the cat amongst the pigeons, like that.
Is that how she said it?
She shouted, cat amongst the pigeons. And I was like, oh no,
don't behave like that, because you're not looking good.
But I felt so excruciatingly frustrated for Harriet, because I understand that emotion of like, I know the truth and I can just see myself, everyone's about to pile on me now. And
so that's why she just threw herself.
She just then was just like, couldn't even respond to people properly, because there was emotion in it and fury, and it was just like, oh my God.
Then Rachel's kind of like defense of herself, I was like, I believe you. I believe you're faithful.
Rachel she just looks and goes to the group and just like beckons their support, and they just go to her. I just really thought she was going to be panicking about this. I just can't believe that. I know that we just saw Fiona do that, and Fiona was a traitor. But why on earth, if Harriet was a traitor, would she do that? That would just be the stupidest thing in the world.
I know.
But everyone just sees something that's weird and just says, traitor.
I totally understand Matt's conviction in the way, especially at the round table, when he said, call her bluff. Like, it did look suspicious when she told everyone, go on then, write me down, you should all do it now. Like, I would write her name down. Oh.
But would you?
Who was it who said?
Why would
no, I would. I wouldn't have if I was Rachel. I don't know why Rachel wrote her name, because Rachel was like, I'm going for you tonight. Thingy, Jade. And then suddenly she wrote Harriet's name down. And who was it who was pointing out Stephen? It might have been Harriet. She said, like, who are the people who have voted for every single traitor that's been caught? Stephen, blah, blah, someone.
Yeah, it was Stephen, Harriet, and somebody else.
Oh, so maybe that was Matt who said that.
Yeah, I think it was Matt.
Yeah.
And that was an interesting point.
Yeah.
What do you think about Matt not telling everybody what he said?
Shot himself in the foot.
Stupid.
Just make something up. I mean, I couldn't, like we said on the last episode, I couldn't have thought of a single fucking question to ask the traitors, hence why Rachel couldn't think of anything either. But you have to have had a backup plan.
You've got
and
to.
It just didn't, it was not convincing. And him saying like they could be lying, that is acting like you think that the rest of the faithful are dumb, even though they are. Like, yeah. It was stupid.
It was, he really dropped that ball early.
Yeah.
Like, he's just perfect traitor fodder, throw under the bus fodder.
Yeah.
My dreams of them creating a new alliance and him being
new
subtle.
Celtic alliance.
Yeah. Him being a subtle new traitor.
Squashed.
Fat good that did.
Yeah.
James stealing the shield in the task.
Oh my god, my heart. Okay, that actually really made me like James.
I do like him now.
I like him too.
Bless
like
him.
That whole process, and I completely understand why he had to lie, and then I completely empathise with him having to confess to everyone.
Yeah,
It was me.
He was just trying to run away, and they were just like getting closer and closer to him. Sam is a fucking twat.
Sam is such a twat. And also, like, who was it who said, like, if Sam... Oh, it was Stephen, because he was like, Sam is saying he doesn't have one, but didn't want to get caught in the Library 5 again, you said, as we were watching it. Like, Stephen acknowledged that Sam only said that in front of 5 other people, so he very easily could have had the shield. But, like, he could have protected himself and the others who didn't have a shield if he didn't make such a big fuss.
Yeah, Sam was blaming James for ruining their plan when it actually shouldn't have made any difference whatsoever whether they have 1 or 2 shields.
Yeah, no wonder James was fucking confused. We all were.
Sam was the one that ruined it.
Yeah,
by going and talking about it to everyone.
Yeah.
And then just wanted to be pissed off at him. I understand it would be annoying, like, oh, we all agreed this, why couldn't you just go along with it? But like, he went in on him about it too much.
You could see that he was immediately going to cry, and he did, because he didn't mean to upset anyone. He was literally just looking out for himself, which is what the fucking game is about. You have to look out for yourself. Sam could very much be a traitor. He's so traitorous.
It's funny, isn't it, seeing the traitors kind of get celebrated for doing, you know, secret dealings, and then it's like, as a faithful, you're not supposed to do anything tactical at all because it makes you a traitor, basically.
I totally get why James did it as well. I can totally see how you wouldn't have thought about all of that.
He's just trying to
You
be
can't tell what every other person is doing, but I'm also just loving, and we mentioned this I think in the last episode, I'm loving the production of pick your own teams.
Yeah.
Do this. You will lose money if you will take shields. Yes, I love it because it causes so much more tension. This is what we need. But also the tension is making me incredibly stressed. And I feel sick. I feel constantly sick.
Right. I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel anymore about what's happening. Last episode, I hated Rachel. I wanted Fiona to beat her. Then I wanted Harriet to beat her. Then I felt a little bit worried for Rachel because I was like, well, she's really fucked now. Then I was mind blown by the way she wriggled out of it. Now that Harriet's gone, I'm like, well, maybe I'm rooting for Rachel again because I don't just want to root for the idiots to work it out. Even I can't tell if I want Rachel to get discovered or if I want her to win. Like, her expressions are bamboozling me like they are the rest of the group.
Even Harriet, and also this is just another fork of this confusion for us as viewers, even Harriet doesn't suspect Stephen.
Oh my god,
Stephen, my god,
I know.
The Fiona Library 5 has just gotten him out of everything. I think because he's looked so flushed and stressed the entire time, there's no change in his behaviour. It's like the Alan thing.
Yeah,
like looking so sweaty and stressed basically the entire time means that you never have changed your behaviour.
Yeah,
he's just gone away.
That's the thing as well. He's earning the win more in my eyes as well because his tactical like working out of the plan this episode was amazing.
Yes,
when he
fucked
up the Library 5, he's like not letting anything slip.
What was
the
it
Sam thing that you were talking about when he was like, I'm not going to make that mistake.
And just like when he was outlining who they should kill and
he was
why.
like, it's 30% for that person, 30% for this person. If we do this person will know we can't use this group. I was like, oh my god.
You were like, fit? Yeah. I was thinking, that's a sexy tall ginger who knows their way around some statistics right there. That's my type. It's in your blood, baby. The Flynn family games.
Yeah,
In Perudo.
I feel like even Rachel was a little bit like, all right, I'm the king traitor.
I don't think so. I think maybe in her heart she was, but in her head she was like, thank God you're doing all the thinking, because when they came out of the church, Rachel had to think about the fact that she's getting caught by Harriet, the fact that they now need to recruit Matt, but then also kill Jesse, and then also whatever else there was something else that was fucking mental. There was too much. Oh, she needs to pretend that she had spoken to the traitors.
Oh God,
that's too much to think about for one person in one evening. No wonder the traitors are under pressure.
And Stephen really proved his loyalty in that moment, because he was like, I've got a plan, and then he just very subtly defended her.
He's seen it. He knows he can't go against her because the power she wields.
Yeah,
wields over the group.
Wields.
Thank you.
Even though Harriet said to everyone, I'm going to be looking at the people that defend Rachel, he went in and explicitly defended Rachel to her and said, I know you said that you'd look at anyone, but I just really don't see her as suspicious. Got away with it.
That's when she said, if it's any consolation, you're nowhere on my list.
Yeah.
And he was like,
and then Harriet fell to the human flaw of accusing the people who were accusing her. Suddenly she's accusing Roxy and Matt for no good reason, and everyone has jumped onto that.
And Roxy's accusing you because you were rude to her.
Yeah.
This is why you have to constantly be kind of nice, which is insane, which is why Rachel's getting away with it.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
I can see how it all works. I never want to be involved. Please don't make me go on the traitors.
I think at least, yeah, I'm disappointed with how Harriet carried this whole thing off. Like, she really needed to keep her emotion under more control, but at least she managed to use her banishment in a tactical way, even though they've all fucking taken it off in the wrong direction already. But it was clever.
So obviously we now need to look at Roxy and Matt. No! Who was she talking about the whole fucking time?
Ellie being like, it just doesn't feel like it's Rachel. Yeah. So that's that. Like, you've just had 2 weeks where people have been screaming it's Rachel at you, and you're just not even going to try. How about calling Rachel's bluff for once?
No one's even trying.
At least Harriet used her own like downfall as a tactical thing in a way that we haven't seen before, and it was really clever. And that is like parting gift. Even though she's not a traitor, you would think, I guess because she's not a traitor, people think like, oh, she doesn't know then, does she?
She also doesn't fucking know. She doesn't know,
but she did know. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's just crazy. The power of popularity. People just never think, oh, we'll just test it out with this person if they're popular. It's just like so taboo to kick out a popular person.
And something that apparently we've been told they've been talking about on Woman's Hour, which we've spoken about on the podcast before. I will say, Woman's Hour, get us on anytime. We'll be talking about all this shit for ages. About unconscious bias that is just so present in the traitors. It was present in the celebrity one. They couldn't hide it. Like, people of colour getting kicked out, seen as suspicious, and women as well, women of colour and women being seen as more suspicious. There's a group of, I presume, straight white men that I'm not even fucking seeing them. James, Adam, Sam, but they've all been under suspicion.
Yeah.
But they just don't, no one ever goes for them at any point, really. Sam a bit, but like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
The odds. Not the odds, it's just the choices that everyone makes are so blatantly obvious that it's rooted in internalized, unconscious bias.
Yeah,
I'm saying all the wrong words,
no,
but like
not.
Internalized racism and misogyny as well.
Yeah, like there's something about Rachel that appears so kind of middle of the ground and middle of all categories. Middle of the ground? Middle of the road?
I just let you.
What is that saying?
Middle of the road, yeah.
Like, she just seems like a kind of neutral person without, although she's very strong, but she managed to make herself appear inoffensive. She also has
kids.
Yeah, she's just like a white mum.
Yeah, exactly. So she can lean into that category of like unassuming and but the FBI thing, I wonder if it's going to end up biting her on the ass.
I know. You would think like Harriet should have said well, that's why you're such a good traitor then. Like, you would think that would have bounced back on her, but everyone was just like,
where all of the people that have tactics and all of the people that are really good at the game start fucking getting booted off, and then you end up with Roxy and Jessie, who don't have a clue. Except, sorry, wait.
He jumped.
Sorry, Spinny. Except Jessie did know Stephen is one, so, and she also had the library 5, so I take that back.
She's
Jessie
quite clever,
good,
yeah. But God, we're going to end up with people that have absolutely no idea. It's just excruciating.
It is. And Sarah made a really good point about the way that Harriet had just given, like on that particular episode, she's just given up and she doesn't really fucking need the money. She'll be all right. So she's just like, see you later.
That's true. She was planning to give the money to charity anyway, I think. I think so.
Oh.
And obviously it would be nice for some money to go to charity, but I was thinking, like, if it came down to the final, that would make me to want her to win less, because you know when people say what they're going to use it for, and then that gets you like excited. So in a way, I'm glad that option has been taken off the table.
Yeah.
I wonder what Rachel's going to plan to use it for.
Going on a holiday to New York to train with the FBI.
I mean, surely. She's
the FBI based in New York? I don't know. I presume so.
She's got to be the most formidable traitor
she's amazing.
That we've ever seen.
That's and I think she does need Stephen. I think they're just a really good duo.
It's the duo.
I'm currently Team Traitor.
I think I kind of am, but like
they're doing too well.
I'm
desperate. I want them to kind of get caught, but I want them to win.
It's so weird, isn't it? I guess you just got to let yourself feel both things at once.
Yeah, I'm impressed. They're doing really well, and I think they've had so many unlucky moments that they've just managed to turn into their own luck.
Yeah, I love it. So glad that they chose not to recruit, because
me too.
It was like, you don't have to at the moment.
We don't know who they've killed, do we?
No. At the moment, they're protecting each other so well. It's so dangerous getting a recruit in there. We've seen that fuck up traitors before multiple times. So I hope they're allowed to keep making that choice if they want, and they don't get pushed too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous though, because they're going to get more and more shield options. Like, that's why they could do that's why they could choose to recruit or murder, wasn't it? Because like so many shields were given out that it's risky for them to murder, so it's only going to get riskier, I'm saying, as they go on. But yeah, the way that they were like, okay, we've got 2 of the shields, there's 5 left, oh my god, it's so stressful. Do you think they would betray each other?
Oh my god,
I'd really find it hard to imagine that Stephen would betray her.
I don't think he would.
She did say she would never, but I do not trust her.
She might do it at the very last minute if that's what it comes down to.
Do you think she'd do it at the last?
Which would just be unbelievable. But I don't see her if they're around the final fire pit where they have to throw in the thing and everyone's suddenly going, well, what if it's you, Stephen? And she knows it's going to make her seem suspicious. I think she'll just do it. But I don't know. It would be fun to see 2 traitors win.
Does that ever happen?
Not on the UK one, I don't think.
Definitely not. No,
I don't think
but
so.
But have you seen it anywhere else? Because you've seen the American, Australian.
No, I don't think I've seen it anywhere else.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Also, when Harriet was saying, I think there's 4, if not 5 traitors.
What the fuck are you on about, girl? Have you ever seen this show before?
We have 7 then? Like, what?
Yeah, you already got rid of 2.
What?
For a crime writer, that was pretty dumb.
I guess there's been a few nights where there hasn't been murders and stuff, and they must do that to put it in people's heads that there's been recruitments when there hasn't, and things like that. Oh God, they've really.
It just never ends. There's just constant opportunity for new traitors all the time.
Oh my God, how many more twists are coming in the next week and a half? Bloody hell. Well, if you want more chat from us, you can sign up to our Patreon at Watching Telepod. A little bit less tense and stressful over there. We're talking about films and TV that we're watching.
Yeah, well, you say that, but that episode of Blue Lights that we just watched was hectic.
Yeah, we are watching Blue Lights, and we will be reviewing that.
Yeah.
But we also reviewed I Swear, which we watched the other day, and Can You Keep a Secret, and Header. And there's like 100 episodes in the backlog there.
So you can find us over there on Patreon, and you can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Watching Telepod.
Yes.
And thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Any thoughts, you could always send them in to us, but always make sure it is at least a day after the episode has come out.
Yeah.
I think 24 hours is acceptable.
Yeah.
Maybe 12.
12
hours is acceptable. Don't message us before because we can't always watch live and it's heartbreaking. So there we are.
We're all in it together, aren't we?
We are.
See you in a couple of days for another episode.
Yeah, see you in a couple of days. Love you.
Love you. Bye.